Hi students, today we are going to discuss from the chapter of rotational motion in that moment of inertia and radius of gyration. In that some problems. First of all, what is meant by moment of inertia? Look at here, you take this is the axis of rotation, this line, this is axis of rotation. Now take this is m mass. This m mass is rotating like a circular path like this, as shown in the figure. About this axis, this is the center. Let us take O. About this axis, this m mass is rotating in a circular path about this axis. About this axis. So this is the axis of rotation. Like this, it is rotating. How to define moment of inertia? Moment of inertia is indicated by I. I equals to mass of the object and perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. From here to mass, you assume this is the R, perpendicular distance. Always you need to take perpendicular distance, 90 degrees. So this is mr square. This is the moment of inertia. Here I is called as moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. And m is the mass of the object. Mass of the object. Next, r is the perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. From the axis of rotation. From the axis of rotation. Now, you look at here, you need to keep in mind I equals to mr square. This is the moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. Next, what is meant by radius of gyration? Radius of gyration means here same like moment of inertia. I equals to mk square. I equals to mk square. Here k is called radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. Here k is called as radius of gyration. So if you want radius of gyration k value, we can write I upon m square root. So this is the formula to keep in our mind and we will solve some problems. I upon m. Now we'll go for the first problem. Look at here. This is the square. Here four masses is there. Mass. Here four masses, equal masses. Here also m. Here also m. Here also m. Four equal masses having. And the side length of this here square is L, L, L. This is the axis of rotation. The square is rotating like this about this axis. So it is rotating like this, axis of rotation, as shown in the figure. So in this case, what is the moment of inertia and radius of gyration? Moment of inertia, you take here first one. Here first object you take it as for you consider here m1. This is m2, m3, and m4. Here m1 equals to m2 equals to m3 equals to m4 equals to considered as m. All masses are equal. Now for first one you write m1. m1 into r square. R is 0. Now from the axis of rotation, this is the axis of rotation. From the axis of rotation to perpendicular distance is 0. That's why m1 0 square. Next m4 you write m4 into here radius of Radius from the axis of rotation is 0. This also you can write 0. Next, go to the M2. M2 into L, perpendicular distance. L square plus M2, M3 into again perpendicular distance square, L square. So moment of inertia I equals to here 2 ml square, because here this term is 0, this term is 0, remaining M2 equals to M3 equals to here M. That's why you can write total 2 ml square. What about radius of gyration? K value, we know that here I upon M. This is the formula for radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. So I value how much we got? 2 ml square upon M is total masses. Here M means you need to take total mass. Capital M, you need to take M1 plus M2 plus M3 plus M4. You need to take total mass. Capital M equals to 4M. So you can write 4M. Here 4M. 4M. Here 4M you can write. Take square root. MM gets cancelled. 2 1 times, 2 2 times. So answer is, you can write, answer is, you can write K value which is equals to 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2 L, 1 by root 2 L. This is radius of gyration. What about here? Here, moment of inertia. You can take moment of inertia. Next, another one. You look at here, second problem. I am taking here, this is the axis of rotation. Axis of rotation. This is the center O. At a distance of 1 meter, 1 gram is mass is located M1. At a distance of 2 meter, next from the origin 2 meter, it is located 2 grams, and from the origin 3 meter distance, it is located 3 gram, 3 gram along x-axis. Then what is the moment of inertia? For first mass 1 meter distance, for second mass 2 meter distance from the origin, for 3 gram mass from the origin 3 meter. So moment of inertia, how to calculate? Look at here, moment of inertia. What is the formula? I equals to sigma mr square. Sigma mr square, what does it mean? M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square plus M3 R3 square. For 3 masses, right here, here, right here. I equals to what we can write? M1. M1 is 1 gram R square, 1 square plus second 2 gram into distance 2 meter square plus 3 gram into 3 meter square. Here you take 1 kilogram. 1 kilogram you can take. This is 1 kilogram and 2 kilogram and 3 kilogram. You can take for simplification in the purpose. 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram, 3 kilogram. Okay. Now you write here, simplify this one. I equals to here 1 kib. This is 2 kib plus 3 kib. So what we can write? I equals to here 1 plus 8 plus 27, which is equals to 36. 36 is the here moment of inertia mass into distance square. Mass means kilogram Here distance is meter square. So this is answer, kilogram meter square. Moment of inertia, I value is 36 kilogram meter square. This is the moment of inertia. What about radius of gyration? We know that radius of gyration equals to root of I upon m. What is I value we derived? I value 36 we derived. Mass is total mass, how much? Here total mass equals to here 1 kilogram, 2 kilogram and 3 kilogram. 6 kg. 6 kg. You need to write 6 here. And how many times 6? 6 times. This is root 6. Root 6. Here radius of gyration. What is the formula? What is the units for this? Kilogram meter square upon kilogram. Kilogram. So kilogram gets cancelled, and this is square root. Square, this gets cancelled, and finally you can get the meter. K value you can get the meter. This is root 6 value. Next, radius of gyration K is root 6 meter. Next problem you look at here. Third problem. Here 4 masses is there. Here M1 mass is there. M2 mass is there. Here M3 mass is there. And here M4 mass is there. And axis is passing opposite corners of the square. Opposite corners. This is opposite corners of the square. Axis passing. This is axis of rotation. About this axis, this square is rotating. So find the moment of inertia and radius of gyration. Moment of inertia to find out, you need to take this perpendicular distance. And again, for this mass, this perpendicular distance is required. So how to calculate this perpendicular distance? How to calculate? You look at here. To calculate the perpendicular distance, first of all, take this distance. The side length is given as L. The side length is given as L. Side length is given as L. So you can take here also L, 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 L. Is the side square. You take triangle A, B, C triangle. From the ABC, what we can write? Sum of the side square. Sum of the side square. L square plus L square equals to hypotenuse. Hypotenuse assume as x square. Hypotenuse you assume x. So this is 2L square equals to x square. Now x value will be root to L. Root to L. But I want x by 2 half of length. I want x by 2 half of length. X by 2 means I can write root 2 L by root 2 into root 2. 1 root 2 gets cancelled. L by root 2. Half of it here. So what I can say here, you look here. This distance is L by root 2. And again, look at here. This distance. Again, L by root. L by root. Now, what is the moment of inertia? Moment of inertia equals to, for M1 mass, it is on the axis, no perpendicular distance. That's why 0 square we can write. For M3 mass, you look at here, this is also located on the axis. That's why no perpendicular distance, 0 square. Next, M2, you take M2 at a distance of L by root 2 whole square. Next, you take another M4 into L by root 2 whole square. Now this is, we can write it as I equals to 2 times of here consider all masses are equal m1, m2, m3, m4, which is equals to m. So we can write 2 times of m into L square by 2. 2 gets cancelled. So moment of inertia is ml square. Moment of inertia finally ml square. This is the moment of inertia. What about radius of gyration? Simple. Radius of gyration. K value you know that root of I upon m. Root of I upon m. I value how much? ml square. ml square. So mass, total mass is 4m. Total mass is 4m. mm gets cancelled. Finally, this is L by 2. L by 2. Moment of radius of gyration is L by 2. L by 2. L by 2. So look at this problem. Look at this problem. Look at this problem. This is axis of rotation. Axis of rotation. Here equal masses. Equal masses m1, m2, m3, and m4 is located. 4 masses as shown in the figure. But axis is passing one of the corner of square, one of the corner of square. So about this axis of rotation, what is the moment of inertia? Always you need to take perpendicular distance. So moment of inertia to calculate, you need to take always perpendicular distance. This distance already we find out previously, root 2L. This distance we find out root 2L. You can see the above problem, root 2L. Now this is also perpendicular distance. Side is L. We are taking side L. This side L. This side L. So this plane is perpendicular to the board. This plane is perpendicular to the board. You need to assume. So one coordinate is passing means here on this axis no perpendicular distance. That's why moment of inertia I we can write it as m into 0 square plus this one for this mass you look at here. This is perpendicular to axis L distance. So we can write ml square. Here 4 masses is perpendicular to the white board. You need to assume. Then only this distance you can consider as perpendicular distance. Otherwise, you can't understand. So here another one m2 m. This is m3 m into another perpendicular distance root 2 L whole square and remaining m L square. Now this is I equals to moment of inertia. How much this is 2 ml square 2 ml square plus another 2 ml square 2 ml square. This is I equals to 4 ml square 4 ml square. This is the moment of inertia. What about radius of gyration? Radius of gyration. What is the formula? K equals to root of I upon m. Here I is how much? 4 ml square. 4 ml square. You can take small m or capital, no problem. Here small m. Here 4 ml square upon what is this? Here 4m mass. Total masses is 4m mass. 4m gets cancelled, which is equals to L. Radius of gyration is L. Radius of gyration is L in this case. Next, come to this case. Here, let us take this is the axis of rotation. Triangle is rotating about this axis of rotation. Now, 3 masses is located at the corners of a triangle, and the side length is assumed as L. This is L, and this is what about this distance? L by 2. This is L by 2. What is the moment of inertia? Moment of inertia means from this axis of rotation to here, for this, let us take m mass. This is also m mass. This is also m mass. Now moment of inertia I equals to mr square, mr square. Here three masses, you can take sigma mr square. So sigma mr square means m first m on axis. You take first m. Here no distance perpendicular distance. That's why 0 square. Another m mass into L by 2 whole square perpendicular distance. Another m into L by 2 whole square. So what we can write 2 into m into L square by 4. 2 1 times 2 2 times. It will be of ml square, which is moment of inertia about this axis of ml square. This is the moment of inertia. What about radius of gyration? Radius of gyration is we know very well k equals to root of I upon m. So I value of ml square upon total masses is 3m. Mm gets cancelled. Now it will be root 3 by 2 L, root 3 by 2 L. So radius of gyration is k equals to root 3 by 2 L. This is the radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. Next, about this axis, look at here. This is axis of rotation. Triangle is this is the centroid. Axis is passing through the centroid. This is centroid. You take it, and three masses is located at the corners. At the corners of a triangle, each mass having m, m, m. Here axis is not passing through m. Consider, look here, this axis of rotation is not passing through m. It is passing through centroid. It is passing through centroid. This triangle is perpendicular to the board. You need to assume this triangle is perpendicular to the board, and the axis of rotation is passing through centroid, not from the vertex. Okay, now calculate the moment of inertia. How to calculate moment of inertia? Sigma mr square. This is the formula for n number of masses. For single mass, mr square. So here three masses is there, mr1 square. Next, here m2 r2 square plus m3 r3 square. Here all masses are same, and perpendicular distance also same. This distance, and look here, this distance and this distance, all are same on. All are same on. This axis of rotation passing through centroid, not centroid, not vertex. You need to keep in your mind. It is passing through centroid only, not vertex. Keep in your mind. This you can take distance and another distance, perpendicular distance. How to calculate perpendicular distance? Now calculate here. Let us take this is I am taking this distance like this. This is equilateral triangle. I can take this is a 30 degree, because equilateral triangle total angle is 60 degree. So this is 30 means this is also 30. From this ABC triangle, from the ABC triangle, I am taking it as cos 30 equals to opposite side. Opposite side. This is side length is assumed as L. This is L. This is total length side L. What about this? This is L by 2. This is L by 2. So cos 30 degree is adjacent side L by 2 by hypotenuse. This hypotenuse we don't know, assume as x. Find out x value. X equals to here, I can write L by 2 by cos 30. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. Finally, you can get the L by root 3. So x value is L by root 3. This value is L by root 3. What about this distance? This is also L by root 3. This distance also L by root 3. So moment of inertia, what we can write? I equals to 3 times of m into L by root 3 whole square we can write. Because masses are equal, m1 equals to m2 equals to m3 equals to m, and perpendicular distance r1 equals to r2 equals to and r3 equals to L by root 3. That's why 3 times we can write directly. Now it will be I value I equals to 3 into m into L square by 3. L square by 3, 3 gets cancelled. So we can write it as ml square. Ml square is the moment of inertia. I equals to ml square. This is the moment of inertia. What about radius of gyration? Radius of gyration. We take radius of gyration k equals to root of I upon m. I is how much? Ml square, we know that. M is how much mass? 3m mass. Total mass we need to consider. So k equals to mm gets cancelled. Finally, L upon root 3. Radius of gyration. This is about moment of inertia and radius of gyration. Thank you.